welcome back to my channel. Yes. So, we've got a bit of news to get through, but before we get through some news, I want to talk about the PUMA deal, because, I mean, Man City fans seem to hate this PUMA deal for some reason. To be honest, I like it. But before we talk about transfers and the PUMA deal, let's get to chat here. Hello, big up Wim, how are you? I did see that news indeed. David Hanko is saying at Feyenoord, transfer to Al Nassr is second time denied. Okay. Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal, here we go. I mean, enjoy. They still haven't done enough. They still need a left winger. And they've not gotten, they've got Madueke, which shows the lack of ambition, doesn't it? But that's typical Arsenal. They'll always be behind. That's just what they are. Anyhow, enough about Arsenal. Let's talk about Man City. People really don't like this deal. So, PUMA had to beat off rival offers from Adidas and Nike to agree the extension with Man City. First of all, why did PUMA have to fight off all these big Adidas, Nike, all these big sponsors, and they're facing trouble, legal trouble, 115? Because obviously 115 is real, guys. So why is PUMA in a bidding war against all these rivals? It's almost like 115 isn't real. I mean, when people talk about, oh, you're guilty this, you're guilty that. First of all, the verdict was supposed to be out already. Why is the verdict not out already? Because someone appealed. And who appealed? Considering that Man City can get deals done with PUMA, can get Adidas, Nike, PUMA to all go into bidding wars with each other. I'd beg to say that Man City has won. To be honest, I don't think Man City has won appealing. And the 10-year deal, by the way, to even further confirm this, it contains clauses to extend this deal. PUMA desperately wanted to include clauses there to extend their deal. So we're talking 115. All of this 115 nonsense, yeah? Why are we getting deals done? Why is PUMA fighting with Adidas and Nike to get a £1 billion Premier League record? Why? I thought we were guilty. I mean, this just proves how bullshit the entire 115 thing is to me. And people are not happy with this deal, yeah? People are like, oh, I don't like PUMA, I preferred Adidas kits. And listen, PUMA have some absolute shit kits. There's no two ways about it. Some of their kits are abhorrent. But money is money. Money is money. Are we gonna care about, oh, we'll play in an ugly kit if we win a league title? No. The 4th beat was an ugly kit. Nobody gave a fuck because we won the league title. That simple. This season, it's an okay kit. It's not great, it's not bad, just okay. If we win the league title, nobody cares if the kit was all that good. Does anyone remember the 13-14 kit? I thought it was a bit stale. But nobody cares because we won the league title. But when you win trophies, nobody cares what the kit looks like. Remember 2021? That was an ugly kit. But to repeat myself, we won the league title, so who gives a fuck, right? So, I don't care. I really don't care that it's PUMA. The only thing I care about is this big £1 billion number, for which 3 different huge companies were fighting for. PUMA won. I'll take that. Shows to me we're not guilty of 115, does it? That's what it shows to me. Anyhow, let's talk about Gyökeres here for a second. Hello, big up to Rosa, how are you? Do you remember Mattia Nastasic, ex-Manchester City, academy played probably. He's going to Antwerp, okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't believe he played that much for Man City. He may have played a few games, but not that much. Anyhow, let's close that. Oh, let's not open that. I'm getting a bit too excited. Let's focus on this instead. Arsenal. They've gotten Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that. They sign Victor Gyökeres and then they go and do nothing. I mean, this is the most Arsenal move ever, isn't it? This is the most Arsenal move ever. They go sign Victor Gyökeres. They still don't have a 10. They still don't have a left winger. They still don't have anything that they really need. The only thing they have is a striker now. They need a left back, they need a left winger, they need a 10. They needed a striker, sure. Big up to Arsenal. Congratulations on winning nothing again. That's how it rolls with Arsenal, isn't it? Anderlecht got new CEO of sports. Or just a CEO, I guess. Good about you, I'm doing great as well, thank you for asking. And big up to Godfrey as well, I'm doing good, as I just said. I hope you're doing good as well. Bryan Mbeumo officially to Man United. I mean, that's a bit old news, but listen, Mbeumo, career fucked, enjoy. Gyökeres, 0 trophies won. I tell you right now, he's gonna be at Arsenal 3, maybe 4 years. He's gonna score 20 goals in a league season. He's gonna win fuck all. He's gonna leave the Premier League. He'll be lucky to win one major honour with Arsenal, let's be honest. They are serial bottle jobs. It's in their nature, in their blood. I mean, what are the people saying here? We're about to witness the crazy golden era of okay. This is retarded. I can't lie. BGMOL aside, who's going to stop us? There you go. I mean, yeah. Man's gotta win shit, bro. Man's gotta win shit. Got all the players he can ask for. Gotta win shit. Anyhow, let's talk about Man City transfers. So, apparently Burnley was interested in Ortega, but they're not willing to sign him. I didn't even know about these reports, to be completely honest with you. But I would love to see Ortega go. Just because it opens up a space for a new homegrown goalkeeper, a backup option. Like a Ramsdale or something, I don't know. A Dean Henderson, if he'd be happy on the bench. Again, I don't know. But it would open a spot for a backup homegrown goalkeeper, right? That helps out with your homegrown stuff. So, yeah, I don't think Burnley would be able to afford Ortega anyhow. That said, Sunderland did sign Xhaka. So Sunderland looks like they're gonna survive the season. They signed Xhaka, they signed Sadiki, they signed Odringa, they signed, what's his name? Centre back. They signed Lee as well. They're signing players left and right. But Burnley, they don't seem to be moving like that. Ortega, I'm surprised he's still here, to be honest. Really, I am. I thought he would be gone by now. I thought he would be at a Bundesliga club by now. A good goalkeeper, let's be honest about it. Not Man City quality, but it's not Man City quality, but he's a good goalkeeper. I don't get that nobody wants him. So, oh well. We need to get rid of a goalkeeper, we really do. And apparently, Nottingham Forest still on their knees for the Man City to come and get Gibbs White. Now, Gibbs White still is like open to join Spurs, and the Premier League is coming in between that deal. So it's a confusing deal with Gibbs White, I think, because even if yeah, Spurs don't win the case with the Premier League, or like with Forest over Gibbs White, I still think Spurs will just. I still think Spurs will just outbid us, to be honest, with the Gibbs White. As a Gibbs White is I mean, this owner, by the way, this owner is just fucking proper pathetic of Nottingham Forest. I think it's pathetic. I can't lie. He cries about Crystal Palace and the Europa League stuff. He cries about Spurs now, illegal approaches. He's desperate, hands down, for us to sign his player. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get him. Again, I'd like to have him. Solid bench option, but I don't think we're gonna get him. I think, by the way, Spurs will win. I think Spurs will win their case with the Premier League, Nottingham Forest over this, and the Premier League will recognize the release clause, and Spurs will get him. That's what I think will happen. So Gibbs White, I don't know, weird news. It seems like news that is being pushed out by Nottingham Forest in hope to get extra money for Gibbs White. Anyhow, this is not really transfer news, but this is what I'm about to talk about for 15 minutes. Jasper Vergoten, FC, is refereeing for Club Brugge. Okay. Imagine Ortega to... That's just not going to happen. Sunderland got Talby. Yeah. AC Milan fans are begging for Yashari. Makes sense, he's a top player and he's also a cunt. Gundo out and Gibbs White in. Bro, I would love that. You'll be good for homegrown quota. Yeah, so this tweet, yeah. This tweet, I know it's not transfer news, but I'm about to talk about this for 15 minutes. This is just completely true in my opinion. The season is about to begin. Right back was our top priority. We still don't have a right back. But we talk about homegrown, yeah? This is how I envision our squad being next season. Something like this. So first of all, we've got 4 club-trained players and 1, 2, 3 association-trained players. That's enough. I've got a 24-man squad here. You can register 17 not homegrown. 17 not homegrown. I've got 7 homegrown here, either club or association trained. So no problem there. No problem there. The real problem is something different. This. Akati has to go. For my plan here to happen, Akati has to go. Grealish has to go. Neither of them have left yet. Akati, we are struggling to get the money we want. We agreed with clubs over 25 million and we changed our mind. Very poor. Grealish, nobody is bidding for him. Gundogan, God knows what is happening with Gundogan. He was linked to Galatasaray, now he's linked to no one. Now he might stay. Hey, rebuild, but we keep all the unks. So Gundogan, nobody knows what's happening there. Kovacic, radio silence. Is Kovacic even still on our books, guys? Like, what's happened with this Kovacic? I don't know. I don't know. Ederson. We still need to get him out if he wants Trafford. If we want Trafford, we still need to get Ederson out. So, Ederson, still here. Still, no offer coming in for him. But you know what? Let's give him a special color. Let's give Ederson pink. Let's assume Ederson will get sold off to Galatasaray. Okay. Akanji. No news of him being sold, loaned, whatever. Stones, same story. Nunez, I don't think he's good enough. Feel free to disagree with me. I don't think Nunez is good enough. So, he has to go, in my opinion. But still hanging around here. So, what do we do? Do we keep this guy? Do we keep Nunez? I don't rate him enough. So let's say we keep Nunez, okay? Let's say just one season. Let's say right now the right back is not available. Keep Nunez for the season. Okay, fair. Still need to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players and bring in Trafford. By the way, I don't trust Rico Lewis in midfield. I'd much rather have Gibbs White there. So if we're going to get Gibbs White or someone of the likes, we need to get Lewis out, which means I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players still have to leave, and we still have to sign 2 players. Possibly 8 players have to leave, and we still got to bring in 3 players. And it's 4 weeks until the season starts. By the way, Aki, no offense, but you already have a backup left back in O'Reilly. I would like a backup right back. There you go, a backup right back who's preferably homegrown. So now you've got to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players and bring in 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So obviously, not all of that is going to happen in one window. It's not happening. It's not happening all at once. But at least 7 or 6, let's say 6 players at least, still have to be sold. Not including Phillips, who's going to be loaned out because it's impossible to sell him. So 6 players still have to be sold. And at least 1 player still has to be brought in. At the least. We're seeing no news on half these players that have to leave. Kovacic didn't even play. Well, he was injured in the Club World Cup. Big up to Bevo, by the way. Gundo has 1 more... Bro, was bad last season. He's already played his last good. He was bad at the end of his last... He was bad at the end of his season at Barcelona. He's already... The only reason Gundogan looked somewhat decent is because Gonzalez ran for him when Nico Gonzalez played. Gundo doesn't have a good season in him. He didn't play well last season. He already played his last good. I mean, is this a rebuild? We finished 3rd with no trophies. We went 1 win in 13 and we're keeping all the players that saw us 1 win in 13. This is not a rebuild, is it? I mean, sure, keep Nunez, keep Gundogan. Okay, so where's rebuild? If you can't be ruthless with these players, if you can't say fuck off to these players, then you're not rebuilding. Top football, top football, it's ruthless. It's brutal. Chelsea fans don't care about their players. That they don't. They just want Club World Cup. And they're laughing that Madueke has been fucked off. They're laughing at Arsenal for buying Madueke. Barcelona, they are praying someone comes and gets Araujo. I don't get this. Gundo and Kovacic need to go before Nunez. They all need to go. It's not about who deserves to stay a bit more. Nunez is not good enough. I don't care that he played okay at the end of last season. He's not good enough. I agree that Gundogan and Kovacic... In fact, I'd agree Gundogan is more problematic. Kovacic, I won't even be sure. But they all need to go. This is what I don't get about Man City fans. You want all the youth to come through. Okay, fine. I like the young players too. At least I like some of them. So you want the youth to come through? Fine. I'm fine with that. But then you can't also keep Gundogan. You can't keep Kovacic. If you want the youth to come through, the old has to go. You don't get both at once. It's either the youth comes through or the old stays. It's not one or the other. Don't get a Gibbs White if Gundogan stays. Okay. You don't want Gibbs White, fair enough. Do you want Mukasa? Do you want Mukasa? Well, you don't get him if Gundogan stays. Do you want Lewis to take the starting role? You don't get him if Gundogan stays. You don't get the young players through by keeping the old players. They have to go. They just have to go. And again, it's not all gonna happen in this window. We're looking at, I believe it's 9 players here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9 players. 6 have to go, at least. 6 of these players have to go. If we don't get any of them out, it's only 4 weeks to the start of the season. If we don't get any of them out, we've got an overbloated squad who we are still paying wages. I agree. Gundogan has to go. It's not an anomaly. So is it? That 1 win in 13 is the epitome of a manager who's out of his depth, making the same mistake over and over. 1 win in 13, maybe it won't get that drastic, but the amount of missed points will happen again if you keep old players that an old manager trusts much to. Pep Guardiola will play Gundogan over Nico Gonzalez. He will. You can disagree that Gundogan is better or worse. Pep will play Gundogan. He will. Because he trusts him more. When you allow a manager to make mistakes, and he makes those mistakes, I mean, don't be surprised. I mean, this is what's happened with, what's his name? Ten Hag at Man United. Okay, coach. He's not a bad coach, Ten Hag. But he's a terrible manager. He doesn't know how to scout players. Okay with tactics, but communication is shit. So, okay. How do you get the best out of that? Tactical? I guess mind, I won't call it genius, but without getting the words of these managerial mistakes he made. I guess there are solutions, getting other managers and stuff to do different roles. What you definitely don't do is you give him the full keys to the house. When it comes to Man City, you don't keep old players. If you want a rebuild, you don't keep Nunez. Respectfully, you don't keep Nunez in a rebuild. He's nowhere near the level. I mean, imagine Man City in 2018. Or 2019. Let's say 2019. Some people think 2019 was better. And you say Matheus Nunez, right back. People would laugh at you. If it's laughable to include these players in Man City team back in 2018, 2019, it's laughable to include them now. Man City is the same club. The players have gotten worse, but Real Madrid has gone through the same phases where they've got old players that they need to get rid of. What do? Old players fuck off, new players come in. That's what you do. That is what a big club does. So, no, you don't have a rebuild with these players. You just don't. It was not. He was dusted. He played like shit in Barcelona. At the end of his tenure at Barca, he did really dip. I think he started okay for Barcelona, but he went downhill. Time to go. Stop holding on to players who are getting in the way. I agree. I agree. Respect to these players, yeah? Respect to these players, as you say yourself. But we can't hold on to them. Everything you've done in the past means nothing. Jose Mourinho has won trebles. It means nothing. He's washed. You can't trust the past. Pep Guardiola himself has said this. Pep Guardiola has a quote out there where he says, for me, or he says, what you have done in the past, if you think that's enough, for me, you are mistaken. That is Pep Guardiola's own quote. It's his own quote. Pep Guardiola is in disagreement with you. Pep Guardiola does not agree that these are metrics by which you go forward. Here we go. I found the quote. I looked the quote up. Here we go. I found it. There you go. Pep Guardiola. If you cannot improve, move forward, and accept your reality, me as manager and the players, if the players believe what they have done in the past is enough, with me, they are completely wrong. What you've done in the past, me as manager and the players, doesn't matter. Pep Guardiola himself said it. I have said it well before Pep said it, but I suppose I'm not as good a source as Pep. I remember Van Hazenbroek said it. You don't know who that is, but Van Hazenbroek said it in the World Cup of 2022 when Belgium was getting the poor results. He said when the performances go, pass don't matter. You've got to go. A lot of professionals echo this sentiment. There you go. I mean, I don't know. I get it, because yeah, he's won things with us in the past. That's the past. That's the past. And by the way, I am Pep out, by the way, in case you didn't know. I do want a new manager, because I think the faster we get to a new manager, because the problem Arsenal had, by the way, is they held on to Arsene Wenger for too long, and yet they won trophies under Arsene Wenger, but without Arsene Wenger they had no more culture, because their only culture was Arsene Wenger, which was a big problem. A big club will have better wingers, not documents. I mean, let's talk about that in a second. I'll come back to that. Remind me, I might forget that. Currently, the manager is making too many mistakes. We have a team capable of winning the Premier League. I disagree. I think we just have way too many issues in this team. I think we can do better than third and trophyless, but I don't think we're capable of winning the Premier League with this team. It really has to get better. I mean, look at how much we still have to do for this team to be back to City quality. And I mean, Gibbs White is just an example. Let me change this to homegrown midfield. There you go. Because people will get fed up on the examples, right? Because I used to put Cash in here as the backup right back. And people got annoyed with that. Because like, oh, Cash isn't good enough. Okay, it's just an example. Like, you know, people get too fed up with the examples. City are not the old City of the past. Same as Guardiola. Yeah. He had one bad season. And this is the reaction he's given us 10 years time to give him. He had one bad season, and this is the reaction he's given us 10 years time to give him time to fix it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players to get out. Get out the 9 players, sign to 1, 2, 3, 4 players, or have a different plan, maybe that I'm not thinking of right now, but a good plan, and get that done. At least 6 players need to go. Then sure. A lot of these players, by the way, like Gundogan would be out already if Pep Guardiola played Nico Gonzalez. Gundogan needed a minimum amount of minutes or games, I'm not sure if it was games or minutes, to get an extension. We are stuck with Gundogan because Pep played him. If Pep did not play Gundogan, we would already have it easier here. It's very easy to just brush off these mistakes when it's your own manager, and then to look at Jose Mourinho and over-criticize his mistakes and see him as washed. I don't do that. I'm twice as hard on my own manager as I will be on an opposition team. What the opposition does, I don't care much. So I'm not as harsh on the opposition. But my own team, I'm gonna be harsh. The harsh truth is, a lot of players need to get out, and it's only 4 weeks until the window starts. So I get the sentiment. Yeah, Pep's done great for us. Maybe he'll do great in the future. Maybe he won't. No guarantee. It's absolutely no guarantee. He has to start performing again. And to start performing again, if he's gonna keep playing these same players, you need to take away the players that aren't good enough, so that he can't do that. And if you think it's easier to just sack Pep and get in a new manager, I would disagree. But if you think that's easier, go ahead and do it. Whatever works best for the club, that works best for me. I'm not a Man City, I am a Man City fan. I'm not a Pep fan. I'm not a Haaland fan. I'm not a Doku fan. I'm not a De Bruyne fan. I'm not debatable the one. I'm not a Sterling fan. I'm not a Joe Hart fan. I'm a Man City fan. I'm not a fan of any Man City player, of any Man City staff member. When they leave, thank you for the service. Bye. I don't care about the players like that. I don't idolize them. They are just paid employees. And when you are paid, I believe 20 million a year, you better do a damn good job. But Ronaldo will never leave. Well, his contract expires at the end of the season, so get those pensioners out of our team. Stones and Ake get out. Never available, never play. Pep is playing with fear. We used to batter team. I won't say it's fear. I think it's maybe comfort food, though. You know how when you're really fed up with something and you don't really care to cook. You don't want to cook, basically. You go order a pizza or a kebab. You go get a kapsalon. Or you go get fries from the chip shop. Or you go eat fast food, basically. It's your comfort food. Don't feel bothered. So you do the easy thing. Go get your comfort food. I feel like that's what Pep is doing. He doesn't feel like cooking, so he's going to get his comfort food. It's Gundogan. It's Bernardo Silva. It's Akanji. That's what I feel like Pep is doing. He doesn't feel bothered to cook. Let's go get my comfort food. I don't think it's fair. I think it's more that. Why doesn't he feel bothered to cook, as I worded it? I just think he's tired. I think he's doing a Jurgen Klopp here. I think he's tired. Professional management is tiring. 4 league titles in a row, including a treble. Mentally draining. And I think when you do all of that, it's very difficult to motivate yourself. I really think it is. He's got nothing left to prove. What more can Pep Guardiola prove? Nothing. So if he can't prove anything, what's his motivation? At Barcelona, he was new and had to prove who he was. At Bayern München, he had to prove he could do it without Messi. At Man City, he had to prove he could win the Champions League without Messi. Because he didn't do that at Bayern München. But Man City, he had something to prove when he first arrived here. At Bayern München and Barcelona, he had something to prove when he first arrived here. The difference is, at the end of his Bayern München career, he still had something to prove. At the end of his Man City career, which is right now, I mean, it's not ended yet, but at the current point in his Man City career, he has nothing to prove. He's done the forfeit, he's done the treble, he's won the Champions League without Messi. He's proven everything. I don't see how you motivate. I don't blame Pep for that. I personally, if I was a pro footballer and I'd won 3 league titles and a Champions League, bro, I'm enjoying the rich life. fuck that football shit. I'm enjoying the rich life. I've proven everything. I'm drinking. I'm going to the pub. I'm doing the Grealish, bro. I'm going on Grealish settings. I will not care anymore. It's difficult to motivate yourself, and you've already proven everything. And that is what I think Pep's problem is right now. How do you motivate yourself, and you've proven everything? Maybe as an egomaniac, you can find some motivation, but maybe the more important thing is you get rid of some of his comforts. You put him in a situation where he's not comfortable. You put him with players he's never managed. You give him a new crop of players and you say, can you do it with these guys? These guys who you've never worked with before. Can you do something with them? You challenge Pep. Can you do it this way? Can you do it in an evolved style of football? Don't allow Pep to have what is comfortable to him. Give Pep challenges that he doesn't know how to handle and tell him, I bet you can't do it. Because that's when he rises up and does his best. If Man City decides, okay, Pep is not motivated anymore, or Pep himself decides this, and he leaves, I really won't care. Because that means it's the best decision. But if Man City decides, let's take away these players Pep is comfortable with, let's give him a challenge, and let's see if he can still do it, then I'm also fine with that. Because you're actually putting him in a difficult situation. What I'm not fine with is a rebuild where all the same players stay, and where Pep is not going to be forced out of his comfort zone. Because then you're going to see more of the same. And then you're going to see all the same mistakes on loop. And honestly, I'm quite tired of all the same mistakes, because, I mean, that 1 win in 14... or 1 win in... Was it 1 win in 30? Because everyone says 1 win in 13, but I'm sure it's 1 win in 14. 1 second. Man City. Sure, it's 1 win in 14, not in 13. What season is it? Why is this draft 13? Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's actually 1 win in 14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's 13. 1 win in 13. I don't know why I thought it was 14. But yeah, that 1 win in 13, that can repeat. Not saying it will, I doubt it does. But when you don't challenge players and managers, it happens. That's the unfortunate truth. Especially, you look right now at what the Premier League is doing. Sunderland. They have done great business so far in the transfer window. Big up to Rosa, by the way. Let me pin that comment. They've done great transfer business so far. Sunderland is not getting relegated. Burnley is trying to get some players done. Leeds, I think they might survive. You've got 3 newly promoted sides who are all going to fight to stick in the Premier League. That means 3 promoted sides who are going to be more difficult to beat than Leicester. Leicester. Wait. Sides last season. Leicester. They were so bad I didn't even pay up. Ipswich and Southampton. They were so bad I literally didn't watch a single game of theirs, except the ones they played against us. All 3 of these games were guaranteed points. All 3 of these games were guaranteed points. Next season, I think the promoted sides are way better. These games are not guaranteed points anymore. I think Tottenham is better. So the bottom 4 is all better. Wolves, they get worse. Okay. Man United, West Ham, Everton is all gonna get better. Crystal Palace is gonna be about the same. Fulham, Brentford, I think will be about the same. Brentford might have a bit of a dip. Bournemouth, Brighton, I think it's gonna be the same. Forest will have a dip. Villa will have a dip. Newcastle will be better. Chelsea will be better. Arsenal will be better. Liverpool will be better. More than half the Premier League is better next season. That one win in 13. You keep all the same players. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nothing is guaranteed in the Premier League. So you absolutely have to get rid of these guys. There's no two ways about it, in my opinion. And it's sad, hard on some of these players who have been legends for us. Yes, but to round up, completely round up here. If you think what I'm saying is harsh, it's not my words. It's Pep Guardiola's words. There we go. And in fact, you know what? I need to save this quote. I need to save this quote. I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I'm gonna save this quote. Fuck this guy, by the way, in the middle. Fuck this guy. Shameless cunt. If this guy starts coming to training again and starts playing again and stops being a cunt, big up to you. But right now, you're a cunt. I don't even know if you... Can you guys see my mouse? Let me check on this. I see my... You guys can't even see my mouse. You don't know who I'm talking about. The guy in the middle. Anyhow. There you go. My favorite quote. My favorite quote. For the rebuild. Hold on one. There you go. Because Pep... I mean... I'm toxic when I question Pep, so why are you questioning Pep? Why are you questioning Pep? I'm toxic when I do it, why are you doing it? There we go. I'm taking the piss now, by the way, I know. I'm getting over the top. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help out a ton. I'm quickly looking if anyone is live right now to redirect to. Nobody ever... Oh, Glimpse is live. Big up Glimpse, let me redirect there. Let me set up the redirect, 1 second. Big up to this man. Glimpse is always in my channel, by the way. I didn't even know he gets live stream. Let me set up the redirect. I can't redirect to him. That's annoying. Third on redirect to fourth. 1 second, I'm getting Glimpse to third on redirects. Give me a moment. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm going to quickly put the link here in chat. Go ahead and say Alfred. There you go. Go there, say Alfred. I'll see you guys in a moment. I guess I'll see you guys tonight. See you guys on the next one.